everyone. So today I wanted to talk about some of my spiritual experiences. Growing up, I've always felt different from the rest of my family. Um, I'm not sure if it's because no offense, and I don't want no one to take this offensively, but I couldn't really connect with what people would say at church about the Bible and all. I'm not saying I don't believe, but there is a lot of things you can believe in. Um, I just didn't feel connected with it. Being that my family has Christians, like Catholic Christians, and then that's on my mom's side. But on my dad's side, they had Jehovah Witnesses, so I've had a little bit of both to experience. But I never really felt connected. I remember when I was really little, this was when we lived in a trailer. There was one night that my parents were trying to get both me and my brother to go to sleep, go lay down. So they had whenever they were shutting the door and the room was pitch black, I remember myself screaming and screaming because it was like I could tell something was in the room. So when they opened the door back up, I looked directly and pointed at this big spider that was on the wall. So it was like I knew that the spider was there, which is, now I'm looking at it, pretty cool. But at the time I was terrified. Another experience I've had, I don't know who all like porcelain dolls, but I do not like porcelain dolls. Um, my grandma on my dad's side, well, my grandma before my grandpa passed away, um, she used to have so many porcelain dolls around the house, and I swear, I'd always have this eerie feeling like the dolls were watching me. So that was pretty frightening. Um, but while we're on the subject of porcelain dolls, when me and my husband had gotten our first trailer, it was in a mobile park home. Well, my mom was cleaning out the house and she found this porcelain doll. And so when I went to go pick up the stuff that she had found that was ours and it included the porcelain doll, I remember having an uneasy feeling with this porcelain doll. I didn't even want to touch it. I didn't even want to put it in my car. But we brought it home, and because I didn't feel comfortable with it, I had stuck it in one of our closets. The very next day, this is the good part here, okay? The very next day, when I got up and my husband was in the living room because he had recently had gotten up and all, I went to go to the bathroom and the porcelain doll was on the counter of the sink. And I looked at it and I asked him, I was like, did you move anything? And he's like, no, what are you talking about? He goes in there and he sees the porcelain doll. He's like, where did you stick that? I was like, I had stuck it in the closet. You sure you didn't move it? He's like, no, I didn't move it. So I was like, okay. So again, I put it back into the closet. And then it started to freak me out. I was like, I don't like this. Like, so I started thinking in my mind, okay, well, we need to get rid of it. And as soon as I started to voice it aloud and all that we were going to get rid of it, this is also during the time whenever I had came home from work and then I was driving back to work. I started feeling like I was being smothered, like somebody was like trying to choke me. And I literally kept screaming. I was like, leave me alone. Leave my family alone. Like, you are not welcomed here. And like, eventually, it let go of me. That night, I had one of my acquaintances come with me to the house. And the way that our house is set up, it was when you first enter, there's like this room that they call it a mud room, and then it leads to the living room, and then there's also another door that leads to what we made into our bedroom. So, and there was like a couple steps in that room leading to the living room. So, when we were walking in, it's like that was fine, but my acquaintance, she said that like she pretty much got tripped. So I'm like, that's odd. So when we went into the house, because we were going to go grab the doll so we can get rid of it. Well, I go to the closet that I had stuck it in, wasn't there. I go to the bathroom thinking, okay, maybe it went back into the bathroom. Wasn't there. I went to our bedroom, wasn't there. I looked in the living room and wasn't there. When we opened up the door again to the mudroom, it was on the steps. So it had caused her to trip. And it was like it didn't like that she was there to help me get rid of it. And like the energy that was there was so overwhelming and uncomfortable. It wasn't even funny. Like, but in the end, what we did was we bound whatever it was to that doll. I mean, granted, it was pretty much already with the doll, but we bound it to where it couldn't cause any harm or anything. And after that, I wound up, call me crazy, but I bubble wrapped it, saran wrapped it, and we found a far away enough dumpster and threw it in the dumpster. Because we didn't want to deal with it anymore. But like I said, with that one, I automatically could feel like the energy from it when I first seen it when we were bringing it to the house. So, and it wasn't an easy feeling either. It was uncomfortable. But yeah, I would say that would be one of my experiences. That's about all I'm gonna say for this video. I do have more experiences. If you're interested in more of hearing about my spiritual experiences, just like the video or subscribe or anything along those lines. But until the next video, looking forward to telling you some more. Love you guys. Bye.